Hi, everyone. Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, last season...
What a story. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. JaVale McGee is out there at Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the shooting guard position. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the center position. Now here's Leonard. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Here's Murray. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. That's good for George on the assist by Jackson.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Murray against Jackson. Jokic with the bucket.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Now here's Jackson. Outside, George. 6 to shoot. Pulls up. That one wide left.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And Jokic throws it down.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Murray against Jackson. On the wing, George lets it go with a three. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 5 now.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Murray against Jackson. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the inside, George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. He's got 7.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Jackson against Murray. 2 points. That one goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switcher also for Denver. Morris is checked in. Now here's Rondo. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And here's Leonard from 3. Jokic grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Porter with it. George picks him up. Morris, no good. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard, that's for 2. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Rondo against Morris. Rondo looking around. And George kicks to Morris. Jokic with the steal. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And it's Murray with the jam.
Can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. He really turns on the Jets in the open floor.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Rondo passes to Morris. pass to Zubac. Morris against Rondo. A three from Leonard. The Clippers keep it alive. Zubac kicks to Morris. Will it go? And the layup is good.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
To the paint. And it's Murray with the jam.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Rondo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's George on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Leonard the pass to George. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Big group substitution here for Denver. Here's Gordon. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Enters the league as a great defender. Now Leonard's an elite defender. Multiple.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Earlier tonight.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Batuma's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's man in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Kennard, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
There's the pass to Millsap. Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. Inside. Green, no luck.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
The drive by Jackson, and he banks in the layup. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. Millsap trying to get open, and it's Gordon missing, and JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. JaVale McGee's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Jackson finds Leonard. Here's man. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Right side Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. A miss that time would have put him up.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And then Rivers with the dunk.
And you see the vision from Paul Millsap. That's another area that he provides for his teams.
Now here's Jackson. D right on him. Kennard against Rivers. From the high post. And again, no good by the Clippers. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. Misses from close range. The Clippers trail. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Here's Zubats. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Zubats has got it all tied up now for the Clippers. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Murray the pass to Jokic. Denver the rebound. The shot, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
George with the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Nuggets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Out left to the wing. Murray left side. The feed to McGee. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 5. Porter finds Murray. Drills the three-pointer. Murray's got 12 points in the game.
And Murray has such a soft-looking shot, especially from deep where he is just lights out.
Rondo against Morris. On the wing, George. To the inside, Jokic with the steal. Murray right side. And it's McGee with the jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Zubats the pass to Morris. Porter against George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Jokic.
The defense on George a little too tight there. But to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Now Morris. He kicks it to McGee. Can't hit from in close. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nuggets lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Jamal Murray had a huge first quarter. He had 12 points and 3 assists. And that...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
Oof, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. We've got Aaron Gordon. JaVale McGee is out there with Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Murray in at the 1. Pass to Zubats. Leonard against Porter. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Leonard.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Jackson kicks to Morris, and it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
And that one's good by Porter.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Pass to Leonard. Back to George for the tie. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Batum's checked in. And then for Denver, Millsap comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Rivers in for Murray. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
Three terrific kids. You're right.
JaMychal Green with the height and the bounce to do some damage inside.
Passes it to George. Outside Jackson. Millsap against Ibaka. George looking around. No good with the triple. The Nuggets leading by 5. The pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Here's Morris. And it's Rivers with the rebound. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And it's Green with the jam.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
George dishes to Ibaka. That one goes in.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Kicks it to Millsap. Shoots over Batum. Millsap misses. Clippers trail by 7. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Here's Mann. Off target from outside. Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Morris right side. It's stolen by Rondo. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Zubac is checked in for Morris. Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Porter comes in for Gordon. 51 seconds left in the third. And it's Rondo penetrating. Here's Batum. Good work defensively by Millsap. Denver leading by 7. Here is Porter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porter's got 6.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Deflects the pass. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Millsap. Here's Porter. And foul on the shot. So, and now, yep, this will be a Carter's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Nuggets on top, up by 9. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Jackson is out there with Luke. And it looks like, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Jackson comes over with the double. Wide open look here for Murray. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Man passes to Kennard. Out to the right wing. Here's Man. Back to Kennard. 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And that one's good. Leonard.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Murray surveying the D. Pass to Jokic. Murray kicks to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Kennard against Murray. Now, here's Kennard. Not a lot of room. Zubac, great positioning on the putback.
We talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Murray outside. Zubac against Jokic. Back to Murray. Over Kennard. And too long on the shot. Clippers trail by 5. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Murray. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Leonard the pass to Man. Leonard kicks to Zubac. Outside Jackson from outside the arc. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Denver. Murray against George. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Shot clock at 6. And McGee kicks to Porter. No good on the triple. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Leonard attacking.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Murray outside. Pass to McGee. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Marcus Morris picks one up there. That's good from McGee.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great N1 play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Passes to Leonard. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Leonard's got 9 points in the quarter.
Kawhi with the three, showing he's able to stretch the floor more and more.
George against Murray. Porter dishes to McGee. Makes it off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
To the paint, here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
Murray against George. On the wing, Porter. Back to Gordon. It falls.
Boy, they needed that one. And Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paying off there.
Leonard against Porter. Jackson passes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Gordon against George. Shoots over McGee. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Murray against Zubac. Now here's Murray. It's Porter outside. Can't connect. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. This win, such a tremendous... Let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the four-man position. And for Dallas, Kleba is the four with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the three slot.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain, close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
So the wing on the left. Back to Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. And it goes down 2 points. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the five, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Here's Porzingis following the basket by Jokic. Lets it go from 11. That one off the back iron and out. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Down low. And it's Barton that time on the assist by Jokic.
Well, a big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Porzingis against Jokic. The three for Doncic. No good that time. And it's Denver the other way.
And the playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 6 points.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Jokic with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Porter dishes to Barton. Pass to Gordon. Deep 2 from Murray. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Outside Hardaway. Kleba against Gordon. Kleba kicks to Doncic. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Nuggets leading by 8. For 3, Murray. Porzingis with the rebound. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Kleba with the bucket.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and it's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
Now here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the middle. Porzingis passes to Kleba. Doncic outside. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. Kleba with the bucket.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Murray with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Doncic against Murray. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. On the Mavericks with some changes. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Morris comes in for Will Barton. Now here's Richardson. Kleba kicks to Doncic. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Murray the pass to Jokic. And here's Gordon. Kleba defending. And it's Gordon missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Lets it go from the wing. And off the front iron. And in it goes. Kleba's got 6 points. Murray outside. Here's the 3. Kept alive.
Jokic is not the quickest guy off the floor, but he uses his body well and great timing to get the offensive rebound.
Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. They've got Austin Rivers, Paul Millsap out there with JaMychal Green. Then there's Monte Morris. Richardson, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Campazzo. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Porzingis is coming in for Nicolo Melli. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Luka Doncic. Denver also making some changes. Bol, he's checked in for Millsap. JaVale McGee comes in for JaMychal Green. And it's Michael Porter in for Morris. And it's McGee with the jam.
And at 7'2", Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Richardson outside. The pass to Marjanovic. McGee with the block. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. On the wing, Porter. That shot wide open. Porter's got his first basket.
Porter in a comfortable place there. He likes the passes being on target, and he stays perfect in rhythm with that, Jay.
Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Brunson. A wide open look here for Porzingis. Off the left rim and out.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
The shot's good from McGee.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here's Marjanovic. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now, here's Brunson. He's covered closely. The Nuggets leading by 8. And it's McGee with the jam.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Redick for 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Easy to see why J.J. Redick is a guy that everybody talks about as being one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
Pass to McGee. Back to Porter. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Richardson, no luck. For Denver, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Porter dishes to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Outside, Redick. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Marjanovic, and it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Outside, Porter. Campazzo. Brunson covering. 18 feet out. Porter, no luck. Mavericks trail by 7. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Richardson gets a wide open look. The three-pointer, no good. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Bol, the pass to McGee. An easy 2 points on the layup. 10 points for JaVale McGee.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Porzingis against McGee. Porzingis inside. No points in the game yet for him. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. The finish, and it's Bull that time on the assist by Rivers. Bulls got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
And so it's... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter suit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see. Denver came ready to play. They put together the kind of powerful run that every team... Thanks for joining.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Melly. Doesn't go that time. Gordon with the defensive effort. Feeds it to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now here's Redick. To the paint, stolen by Gordon. The Nuggets another fast break chance right here. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Barton kicks to Murray. No good from outside.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Redick with the bucket.
A beautiful touch from J.J. Redick on the mid-range jump shot. An efficient scoring area for Redick.
Murray against Brunson. Murray outside. Shoots over Brunson with the putback. And the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got his first bucket in this one.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Cauley-Stein at the elbow. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein doing what he does best on offense, looking to throw it down.
Barton finds Murray. Passes it to Jokic. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley-Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. Hardaway's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And Denver with a change here, too. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Porter. Now here's Powell. Hardaway passes to Melly. Back to Hardaway. And the three off target. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Back to Murray. Fires for three. They grab their own miss. And the second chance effort by Gordon.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Doncic passes to Powell. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Rebound by the Nuggets. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now the pass to Jokic. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, the inside game of Jokic continues to improve. Adept at using that big body, finding an angle, and taking advantage.
Now here is Hardaway. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Powell dishes to Hardaway. Dallas, no good that time either.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Murray. 17-point lead, their biggest. With a step back. And it's Melly with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Doncic against Murray. It's Barton on the wing. Jokic kicks to Murray. And that one is off. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. Their lead at 15 going into the break. What a night they've had. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Morris. Jermichael Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Barton in at the 2 spot. Here's Kleba. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Kleba's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Dallas. And here is Morris. Pass to Gordon. The dish to Green. The Nuggets moving the ball around. With the floater. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Porzingis.
An active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game.
Melly is checked in for Porzingis. And a switcher also for Denver. Porter's checked in. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Doncic against Morris. And the Mavericks call time here.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleba. The Nuggets also changing it up. Bol, he's checked in for Millsap. JaVale McGee comes in for Green. And Murray's subbed in for Monte Morris. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
kicks to Doncic. 4 on the shot clock. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Porzingis.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to McGee. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from McGee. And so it's Dallas with him. Outside Hardaway. Passes it to Marjanovic. And the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Always nice to see Porzingis take some strides and get to that kind of glide.
Doncic against Murray. Pass to Bull. Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Mavericks making a switch here. Kleba's checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic comes in for Bull. And Barton subbed in for JaVale McGee. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Porzingis.
Porzingis playing with some heart now, never giving up or into the defense, muscling through that difficult shot.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Pass to Kleba. Back to Doncic. To the inside. Kleba, no good. Denver leading by 11. Barton outside. Here's Jokic, and they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
What's Jokic, like 6'10" out there? Not many defenders are going to be able to match up with that kind of size. If you dig down deep at some of the numbers, Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Murray against Doncic. Murray outside. Dishes to Porter. 6 to shoot. Back to Murray. The tray. Here's Jokic. Porzingis with the steal.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Denver.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jokic.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Hardaway against Barton. Right side, Porzingis. He dishes it to Doncic. Down low. Here's Hardaway. They get the rebound. Can't cash in from close range. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good. And the Clippers starting five. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. And there's Jackson. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Now here's Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Porzingis. No good off the back of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Jackson finds Ibaka. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the three ball.
Now, here's Doncic. Kleba kicks to Doncic. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
No shortage of confidence from Luka Doncic. If he gets a clean pass, it's going up.
And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Dishes it to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Kleba against Morris. Kleba kicks to Doncic. Hardaway against George. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And George with the stuff.
That's phenomenal athleticism on the drive. Paul George just sprints past everyone with ease.
To the inside. There's the pass to Kleba. Back to Porzingis. It's stolen by Ibaka. Porzingis with the steal, and the shot goes in.
See, you can tell Porzingis knows when he's in close, he's got the kind of size, touch, and length to make that look easy.
Now, here is George. Outside Jackson. Back to George. Over Hardaway. Up again. It's hauled in by Porzingis. For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Finney-Smith. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Richardson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic, no good. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. That one drops for him. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's George. The Mavericks making the shot. Back to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Doncic. The Mavericks trailer. Here's the break. Pass to Kleba. Right side Porzingis. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleba. And then for the Clippers. Mann's checked in. And it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George. Zubac's in the post. Guarded by Powell. Zubac's the pass to Morris. Here's Mann. Rondo kicks to Kennard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And he can't bank that one in. Doncic against Morris. And the dunk by Powell.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Here's Rondo. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's a tie game in Dallas. Stay with us. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, Josh Richardson out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Melly in at power forward. So it's the Mavericks now after the Clippers pick up 2. Here's Melly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Powell. Doncic outside. To the middle. Here's Melly. That shot no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Passes to Mann. Back to Kennard. The 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. A nice shot by Melly. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Kennard on the wing. Off on the layup. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. On the Mavericks with some changes. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Luka Doncic. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Ibaka's checked in. Now here's Rondo. Kennard with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. Zubac's no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
To the left wing. Takes a 3. No good from Finney-Smith.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Now the pass to Kennard. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And it's Melly with the rebound. Zubac has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Hardaway against Kennard. Richardson gets a wide open look. Here's Finney-Smith. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock at 6. Richardson left side. Goes back up. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. Rondo passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Melly. Back to Hardaway. They get it again. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he's surprised himself with the miss.
Man, it's good on the putback. Mann's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Cauley-Stein. Richardson kicks to Cauley-Stein. There's the dish to Hardaway. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 4. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And how about Ibaka getting off the floor for that dunk? What a great finish.
Richardson outside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Nicolo Melli. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside for George. Back to Batum. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Batum's got his first points of the game.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort. Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And so we conclude the first half. Clippers lead by 6.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... And you think about how Kawhi Leonard is able to dominate from the wing position at both ends. It has. And that does it for our half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Serge Ibaka displaying his skills today.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point guard.
If Powell's on the court, he's a threat to dunk it. Incredible athleticism.
George with the ball. Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Now, here's George, following the miss by Josh Richardson. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Powell with the steal. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Powell with the steal. Redick with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Leonard with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Up the floor. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 8.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Richardson. And Luka Doncic subbed in for J.J. Redick. Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shot clock at 6. George finds Leonard. Here's Jackson. The offensive rebound. Ibaka. Right side Leonard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Melli. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. Baca against Porzingis. Doncic outside. Back to Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porzingis has got 8 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And here's George. Here's Mann. Leonard on the wing. Outside, George. Launches a three. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Hardaway.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And that one drops. And now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
Well, you can see Tim Hardaway is in his element right now. This guy, a solid transition player. He knows where to get to.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The Clippers also making some changes. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Back to Rondo. Pass to Kennard for three. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists now in this one. Mavericks trail by 5. Now Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Richardson, no luck.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Kennard. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. .51 seconds left in the third quarter. Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. Shoots over Powell. 5 on the clock. Here's Kennard. Here's Mann. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Richardson outside. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Brunson, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Rondo against Brunson. Now here's Rondo. Inside, Powell with the steal. It's not going to go for him. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Los Angeles on top. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's Porzingis. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard on the wing. Launches it. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night. Mavericks trail by 6. Doncic with it. Outside, Porzingis puts up a 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Now here's Jackson. there's the pass to George. Back to Jackson. Clock at 4. Here's Leonard, blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Well, Kawhi Leonard meets the defender at the rim, and he comes out on top.
And the Mavericks call time here.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. And Porzingis subbed in for Maxi Kleber. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for Leonard. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He said he just wants them to play faster. It feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Mavericks trail by 4. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. On the wing, Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Porzingis halftime on the assist from Hardaway. Now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead. And here's Jackson. Outside, George. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Zubac's no good. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. That's to Doncic. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. To the middle, here's Morris. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Mavericks making a switch here. Kleber's checked in. And then for the Clippers, Serge Ibaka. He's checked in for Zubac. And it's Kawhi Leonard in for Luke Kennard. Now, here's Doncic. Right side, Porzingis. To take the lead. Bullseye. Porzingis has got the lead up to 2 now for the man.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Now here's Jackson. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Left side, Leonard. Back to Jackson. Shot to stop the run. Porzingis with the rebound. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Here's Hardaway. Good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 4. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those.
Oh!
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Right side, Porzingis. To the inside. Here's Kleba. Out to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Porzingis can't hit. And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 2. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
And here are the Clippers now, and that's an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
You see, to me, guys, for Tim Hardaway Jr., there's still another level for him to reach. He has proven that he can be a big-time scorer. To me now, it's about consistency and doing it night after night after night.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
No good. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony. And just about to get underway as the starting five. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4. And for the Nuggets, JaVale McGee is out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then there's Gordon. And it's Porter in at the 3. Here's Jackson. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Now here's Murray. The feed to Porter. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's George. Outside Jackson. Back to George. Leonard, the pass to Jackson. Off target with his 3. Oh, here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
And
an extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
George against Gordon. The pass to Zubats. Baseline J on the way. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Now here is McGee for three. Murray. Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Murray against Jackson. Passes it to Morris. Outside, George. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Gordon dishes to Murray. Back to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Gordon.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Jackson against Murray. Pass to George. From deep. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Denver leading by 4.
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Jokic. Left side Jackson. Outside George. To the paint. Zubats kicks to Leonard. 5 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass. You know, Smitty, the change for McGee is pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know, when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective. Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Jackson has the open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Denver in the lead. It's Porter outside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Forgetting to box out Gordon is inexcusable, giving that athletic ability. He's a big threat on the glass.
Leonard looking around. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Talent, luck, a little bit of both. Kawhi right there with the sick bailout.
Jackson against Murray. Fires from the line. Good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Clippers trail by 6. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. George against Gordon. George passes to Zubats. Left side, George. Back to Zubats. Morris trying to free himself up. Zubats, that's good. Zubats has got his second basket.
Good read from Paul George. He's very skilled at realizing when he should make these passes.
Here's McGee. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Rajon Rondo. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward position. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Los Angeles making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Clippers trail by 4. The pass to Leonard. Outside for Jackson. Back to Leonard. Over Green. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Rivers passes to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Now here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited. But I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Pass to Morris. Outside for Millsap. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And now Batum pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Feeds it to Leonard. Good on the shot. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
Kawhi, a double-digit rebounder in college. Scouts knew that would be a transferable skill of his.
Kennard against Morris. Outside, Green. Now Rivers. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Green finds Morris. And it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. Pass to Mann. Back to Leonard. Kennard on the wing. Here's Mann. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. A different look for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Here's Kennard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Porter's checked in for Rivers. Now, here's Bull. He feeds it to Porter. Pass to Morris. Jacks up a 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Morris has got 5 now.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
The pass to Kennard. 58 seconds left to play in the first half. The shot comes out. Nice D from Porter.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here is George. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Good work defensively by Millsap.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Gordon, the pass to Millsap. The putback. It's good on the putback. Bulls got the lead up to 9 now for Denver.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Zubac played in with a nice touch off the glass. Zubac has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And here's Gordon from outside, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opener. Bad.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
They've got Porter. Jokic is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Murray. And it's Gordon in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Murray. Over Jackson. Murray, no good.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Here's Leonard. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
Passes to Jokic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Clippers trail by 5. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. George finds Jackson.
Hey, yo, right here.
Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Zubac. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. It's hauled in by Zubac.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And George kicks to Zubac. And it's Leonard, top of the key. He dishes it to Morris. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
The Nuggets leading by 3.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Here's George, following the score by Aaron Gordon. Zubac trying to break loose. McGee with the block. Leonard the pass to George. Porter pulls it in.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Now here's Gordon. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Outside Leonard. Outside George. Down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Nuggets leading by 5. Campazzo. He's covered by Rondo. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Back to Murray. Denver needs to get off a shot. The Nuggets with another miss. Clippers trail by 5. Man passes to Rondo, and they pick up 2.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Morris comes in for Murray. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
The pass to Morris. We've got 1:08 left here in the third quarter. Tries to keep it alive. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Campazzo, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
Zubac is checked in for Nicholas Batum. Outside Rondo. Morris outside. Wants to get it to Rondo and does. Here's Kennard. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Nuggets have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 5. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Rivers. To the middle. Millsap kicks to Green. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Morris, no good. Kennard with the ball. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Denver on top. They lead by a... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Man in at the 3. And the bucket is good. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
For the Nuggets, Jokic, he's checked in for Bull. JaVale McGee comes in for Jermichael Green, and Porter subbed in for Austin Rivers. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. See if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
Here's Jokic. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
George against Morris. George looking over the floor. Leonard attacking. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Murray's checked in for the Nuggets. Morris with the ball. George picks him up. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. George passes to Jackson. He gets that one.
You love the balance from Reggie Jackson, generating more power in the catch and shoot.
Jackson against Murray. Morris outside. Murray kicks to McGee. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Jackson dishes to Morris. George against Morris. It's stolen by Morris. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Left side, Porter. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Nugget lead.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Jackson against Murray. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. George from deep three-point land misses the 3.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision. Oh! Boy, did he go way up for that one.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Pass to Zubac. The feed to Morris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Marquise, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Jackson against Murray. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 7. Jackson against Murray. Leonard on the wing. Left side Jackson. Morris passes to George. Stolen by Gordon. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
And so here's Denver. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Tries again. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Jokic passes to McGee. Gordon kicks to Murray. It's good from long range. Murray's got the lead up to 12 now for Denver.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. They get it back. The kick out to Porter. There's the triple. Tips it up. Jokic on the foul. And the Nuggets lead by 14.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater...
To play the same team against each other. So she always picks the Sparks. So it forces me to choose between all the other WNBA teams. And you know, as a competitor,
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Nuggets, they've got Jamal Murray. Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Jokic in at center.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Gordon. Now Doncic outside Hardaway. Inside. Porzingis with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. To the inside. Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team first attitude on display.
The pass to Barton. Out to the wing. Jokic against Porzingis. Passes it to Porter. 6 to shoot. Deep 2 from Murray. They get it back. Here's Hardaway. The wide open look here for Porzingis. No good on the 3. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Murray. Barton finds Jokic. Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
Murray, good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Good on the triple.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Now here's Barton. Takes the three. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Kleba with the bucket. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations, logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Porzingis with the block. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And, you know, Porzingis plays with such fearlessness. I love that about him. And he's also a big guy with some agility and endless range. This guy has in the gym range if anybody has that.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Rivers checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Richardson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Murray finds Jokic. No good that time, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. Kleba with it, and McGee picks him up defensively. Pass to Richardson. To the paint. Pass to Brunson. Out to the right wing. Here's Kleba. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Murray against Brunson. Puts it up. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Jokic doing a nice job consistently finding the open man.
Barton against Brunson. Porzingis at the elbow. Shoots over McGee. Porzingis can't hit. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. 4-point game. And it's McGee with the jam.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Doncic outside. Inside. Kleba. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Kleba's got 6 points.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Murray with it. It's Rivers on the wing. Here's Jokic. Back to Murray. Jokic passes to Murray. It's Rivers on the wing. Right wing. Second shot opportunity. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. He has 5.
And Murray is really deadly with the catch and shoot jumper. When the defense isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with it.
Shot on the wing. Tries again. And it's sent back by Jokic. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Five seconds left in the first quarter. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't.
I be rocking this shit, boy, if I'm not up in the studio.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
We've got JaMychal Green. He's out there with Paul Millsap. Monte Morris is out there with Aaron Gordon. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Denver passing it around. There's the feed to Green. Down low. Kicks it to Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Millsap misses, and JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Bol, he's checked in for Denver. To the inside. Here's Green. Second chance shot. Out to Morris. There's the pass to Gordon. Outside, Green. Morris outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for JaMychal Green. And it's Michael Porter in for Morris. And Dallas also making a switch. Cauley Stein's checked in. Outside Hardaway. It's Richardson on the wing. Now here's Powell. No points in the game yet for him. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
How about the assertiveness from Hardaway Jr. there, electing to go with power and force? I love it.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Richardson with the double team. And a wide open look for Porter. But they recover it. That 3 off the mark. Passes it to Richardson. To the middle. Cauley Stein kicks to Richardson. Up again. It's good on the putback. And it's an 8-point Dallas lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
The Nuggets with another miss. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch. And oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
On the wing, Hardaway. Guarded by Porter. There's the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's deflected.
Richardson showing you his defensive anticipation there with the block shot.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Shoots the 3. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got 4 rebounds in this game. Porter with it. Hardaway picks him up. Porter dishes to Gordon. Back to Porter. Let's go. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Right at the free throw line, and he makes that one. Finney-Smith's got his first bucket of the night. The Nuggets trail by 6. Bol the pass to Porter. From the arc. Offensive rebound. That one's not going to go. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And the pass to Finney-Smith. There's three-pointers off the mark.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Bull to pass to Gordon. He wants to get to Millsap and does. Bounce pass Gordon. Passes it to Millsap. The dish to Bull. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Millsap, and Monte Morris subbed in for Michael Porter. Then for the Mavericks, Melly is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Luka Doncic comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Josh Richardson. Here's Green. Gets a very good look and converts. Green's got his first points in this one.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
And so it's the Dallas Maverick. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories so far, Maxi Kleber getting it done today.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
On the court for the Mavericks, Josh Richardson out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Melly in at the 4. The Nuggets trail by 6. Pass to Jokic. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Richardson outside. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. And the shot goes in. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Powell playing with a lot of confidence because he knows he has the trust of his teammates. They've got confidence in him to take these shots.
Outside, Porter. Tips it. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Pass to Melly. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. Murray, the pass to Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 3rd assist on the night.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Outside, Redick. And there's the pass to Powell. Richardson against Barton. Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded. Here's Redick. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category, and a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Dwight Powell certainly is high energy, and his hops help him a lot inside.
Murray surveying the D. Gordon kicks to Porter. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Brunson. Outside, Reddick over Murray. The shot by Reddick, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket for Millsap.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Pass to Reddick. Down low. Here's Powell. Good on the short little jump shot. Powell's got 6.
How about that? Reddick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Murray, the pass to Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Green's checked in.
And you know what I like about Paul Millsap is his all-around game. I mean, he scores it, he rebounds it, he passes it, defends other people very well. I mean, this guy really doesn't have any chinks in his armor.
Doncic passes to Kleba. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. They grab their own miss. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Bol, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Rivers comes in for Green. Richardson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
They get the rebound. Count that one.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Rivers. Here's Bol. Murray with it. Guarded by Doncic. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket for Murray.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Here's Porzingis. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up. That's why he's boarding it well.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And so it's Dallas, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. They've got Morris. Austin Rivers is out there with Jermichael Green. And it's Nikola Jokic. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots. That is JaVale McGee with the rebound.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And the Mavericks call time here. Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Doncic, that one goes. Count it. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Murray against Doncic. Porter outside. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Dallas leading by 7. Finney Smith passes to Marjanovic. Lays it up and banks it in.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Murray outside. The kick out to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. 18 feet out. Jokic with the bucket.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Porzingis against Jokic. Outside, Porzingis. Over Jokic. Porzingis can't hit.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Rivers kicks to Porter. Fires the 3. Murray. And Murray with the second chance points. Now just a 5-point Maverick lead.
Hey, Murray's reputation and profile is that of a scorer. I mean, that's what he is, but he's also showing you that he's not afraid to get his hands dirty either.
Now the pass to Porzingis. Doncic outside. Drills it from outside. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, you better get out there on this guy. Doncic is prime time for real from that three-point line.
Passes to Rivers. Back to Murray. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Pass to Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. And a miss there on the triple. The Nuggets trail by 6. Feeds it to McGee. It's Porter. It's off the key. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy. Someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Pass to Jokic. He feeds it to Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. The pass to Finney Smith. Dallas moving it around. Hardaway with a wide open look. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Rivers finds Porter. Porter can't get that one to fall.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Back to Hardaway. And here is Marjanovic. Just 5 on the clock. Finney Smith can't get it to go. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Got it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Hey, you can't just have skill and confidence to make big shots. You got to have a big ticker, too.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
You had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 2. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Martin from outside, but they'll get another chance. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
How about the big-time clutch basket from Jokic? No backup in him, despite the major pressure.
Dallas calls timeout. Here's Doncic. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And regulation now complete. We will go to over. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Here we go.
So Dallas will get the first possession. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Porter. Bill Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Jokic in at the center position. The Mavericks leading. And there's the feed to Doncic. Sinks the 15-footer.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moment.
Doncic against Murray. Passes it to Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possession.
Doncic against Murray. Pass to Brunson. To the wing right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Porzingis. Banked in off the glass. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
Knowing his team needs a hoop, Porzingis says, I'll get it done.
The Nuggets trail by 4. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Porter, no luck.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. It's Barton with the drive. Chalk up 2 there.
These are the moments we all think about as players. No fear taking these clutch shots because you got a chance to be a hero when you knock it down.
Pass to Brunson. Here's Porzingis, defended by Gordon. Gordon against Porzingis. Doncic passes to Porzingis. It's good!
But you know what, guys? You want the ball in Porzingis' hands in clutch moments. Why? He's an impact player.
Murray against Doncic. It's Porter outside. The shot will not fall. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. The pass to Finney-Smith. On the wing, Doncic. They get it back.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediate.
Murray for 3. Denver the rebound. And Porter putting it right back in.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
Inside. Left side, Porzingis. Back to Kleber. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
Passes it to Porzingis. And that one drops for him.
You know, Porzingis' game is custom made for the pick and pop stretch big. This guy can do damage from the perimeter.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. There it is, the Staples Center. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, we've got Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Now here's Hardaway. Kleba, the pass to Hardaway. The rebound by Ibaka.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Nobody near Leonard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Finished off the break.
See, Porzingis should score the basketball, but he also recognizes when his teammates have a clean look. I love that unselfishness.
Now, here's George. Pass to Morris. The three. No good. Shot missing. And the Mavericks going the other way now. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Doncic outside to the left side wing. Finney-Smith passes to Kleba. Clock at 6. At the elbow, Doncic. The 10-footer. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Kleba against Morris. Pass to George. Three-pointer. Kleba with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Shakes him, and it's good on the way in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And here's Jackson. Here's Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch 4.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Los Angeles. Dallas also making some changes. Melly is checked in for Maxi Kleba. Josh Richardson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Now here's Brunson. Over to the left wing. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, Kristaps Porzingis has any number of tools on the offensive end, but a nice high percentage look there.
Rondo against Brunson. And the wide open shot from Morris. Offline with his 3. Mavericks leading by 5. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Los Angeles making a switch here. Mann's checked in. And Dallas with a change here too. Powell's checked in. Rondo against Brunson. And there's the pass to George. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Now, Paul George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot guy. Measures the shot before receiving the pass. It's hard to guard.
Richardson outside. Pass to Melly. To the paint. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now the fast break. George with the ball. He kicks to Ibaka. Back to George. He feeds it to Leonard. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively, because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
Passes it to Powell. And here's Brunson. Now the dish to Richardson. That three off the mark. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. There's 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Ibaka. Pass to man. Now George. Kicks it to Leonard. Another shot. Drained for 2 points. Leonard's got his second bucket tonight.
Leonard doesn't give the defense time to react. His catch-and-shoot game is on point.
At the end of one, a closely contested. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
On the court for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Richardson in at the 2 spot.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Brunson with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Cauley Stein. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Marcus Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Jackson looking around. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Morris against Kleber. Hardaway passes to Kleber, and Kleber slams it in.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Now here's Jackson. The pass to Kennard. The feed now to Morris. And he banks in the layup. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
That's to Porzingis. Kleber inside. He's against Morris. Kleber finds Doncic. 5 to shoot. A 3 ball. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Kleber's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Jackson against Doncic. Outside Jackson. Now here's Kennard. Richardson cover. Kennard's shot is off. The Mavericks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Richardson kicks to Hardaway. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Morris outside. Kennard for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Jackson against Doncic. Lets it go. And again, no good by the Clippers. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Kleba. Down low. Inside. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Jackson. Doncic with the block.
Hard work pays off for Luka in that instance. How about that on the defensive end? Send it back, Luka.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Now here's Hardaway. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kleba, the pass to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Hardaway. That shot off the mark. Excellent D there from George. Pass to Kennard. To end the drought. It's rebounded by Dallas.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Doncic right side. And that one, good.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
Here's George. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. And that should...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories so far, Maxi Kleba getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Now Kleba after the missed 3 from Reggie Jackson, and it's good for 2. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's George. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
There's the pass to Doncic. Paul George with the steal. On the wing, Jackson. He kicks it to Morris. And he makes good on the layup. Morris has got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you, you have to take pride in finishing through contact. You get the sense Marcus Morris relishes that chance.
Outside Hardaway. Stolen by Jackson. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Doncic. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
From deep, George. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Outside, George. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Morris finds Leonard. Leonard on the wing for the three. Porzingis with the rebound. Stolen by George. Pass to Leonard. This one for three. Nailed from three-point land. He has 7.
Let's remember, in college, just a 25% three-point shooter, but Kawhi Leonard, he makes a weakness a strength.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. To the middle. Jackson against Doncic. 6 to shoot. Outside, Porzingis. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. For Los Angeles, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Well, what you love about Serge Ibaka, yes, he has tremendous size and reach and great athleticism, but he plays his role to a T. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Mann's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for George. Now here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That's a 2 from Kennard. And the shot falls short this time.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Melly. Back to Redick. Dallas, no good that time either. Los Angeles has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Leonard, no luck. Now, Brunson. Here's Richardson. The rebound by Ibaka. Here's Mann, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Good at staying with his man. Love watching Redick hustle and just make a difference.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Mavericks ahead, up by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Hardaway. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Doncic. And it's Melly in at the power forward. Good work there as it goes.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Rondo against Brunson. Passes to Kennard. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Nicolo Melli. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Pass to Kleber. Porzingis trying to get free. Kleber with the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Rondo against Doncic. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Leonard the pass to man. George with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. And it's George finishing it off.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Outside, Porzingis. And the pass to Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. There's the lob to the hoop. And Kleber slams it in.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Doncic against Rondo. George, that's a 2-pointer. Great D that time from Hardaway. Dallas leading by 5. To the paint. Right side, Porzingis. Doncic left side. Uncovered. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Well, the assertiveness to his approach. Luka Doncic on the catch and shoot. Easy.
Rondo looking around. Outside, George. 3-pointer. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Wow. How about Paul George commanding the basketball when his team needs a basket? Go to work, sir.
Doncic passes to Kleber. Porzingis at the elbow. Out to Hardaway. Ibaka against Porzingis. Over Ibaka. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Rondo against Doncic. From deep, George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Back to Doncic. And the basket is good, and he's got it. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. After now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Doncic feeling it out. Good!
Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Passes it to Morris. Intercepted. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Finney-Smith. Kleber kicks to Hardaway. A three-pointer off the mark. Morris outside. The three from George. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Dallas winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work